What if the difference between where you are now and where you're called to be is not talent, not luck, not even opportunity, but intentional growth? Hello, my friends, and welcome to Living the Laws. I'm Larry Law Sr., and this is another edition of Wednesday Wisdom Live. Whether you're joining us on live or catching the replay, I'm glad you're here. Before we dive in, I want you to make sure that you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell so that you never miss a moment of Wednesday Wisdom Live or any other leadership content that we may put out. This is your midweek reset, a place where leaders like you come to recharge, refocus, and rise in your leadership journey. And as we get started, I would like for you to reflect on this question. What kind of leader are you becoming? If you've never taken time to assess your leadership strengths and blind spots, I've created a leadership assessment. It's designed to give you clarity. At any point during this session, simply comment leadership and we'll send you the link. Tonight, we're talking about the law of intentionality. Now, the heart of the law is simple. Growth doesn't just happen. You have to choose it. You have to plan for it. And you have to pursue it. You have to pursue it with a purpose. Too many people want success. Many people want impact. Some people even want a better future, but they never build a personal growth plan to become that person. Intentionality means you can stop hoping. You can stop hoping it will grow and start planning for the growth. You will. Today, I want to give you 4 truths about intentional growth. Number 1, growth is not automatic. One of the greatest mistakes people make is believing that time alone will make them better. Just because you get older doesn't mean you get wiser. Just because you stay busy doesn't mean you're going to grow. And just because you work hard, it does not mean you're becoming more effective. A lot of people confuse movement with progress. In leadership, that is dangerous. In the military, I learned that you do not just drift into readiness. A unit does not become sharp by accident. Readiness requires training, repetition, preparation, and review. If you wait until pressure comes to get ready, you're always behind. The same is true with life. You do not accidentally become stronger. You do not accidentally become a better communicator. You do not accidentally become more disciplined with money, more patient with people, or more focused in your purpose. You must be intentional. Now, take it in the game of chess. You do not win by randomly moving pieces and hoping it will work out. Every strong player understands that each move must connect to a larger purpose. You're not just reaching and reacting to the board. You're developing, you're positioning, you're thinking ahead. You're preparing for what is coming. That is intentionality. The question is hard. Am I active? The question is, am I growing? Because busy people are everywhere, but intentional people are rare. Number 2, growth begins when you stop making excuses. Now, some people assume growth will happen automatically. Some do not know how to grow. Some think it's not the right time. Some even fear that they fear mistakes. Some fear the perfect plan before they begin. Some are waiting to feel inspired. But all of those gaps has one thing in common. They delay action. And delay is expensive. I have seen this in life, in leadership. I've seen it in business and even in the nonprofit work. Many people say, I want to change, but they keep postponing the habit that create change. They say, I want to lead, but they avoid the discomfort of learning. They say they want impact, but they keep waiting for the perfect season. There is no perfect season. There's only the decision to begin. I have seen the truth in families who wanted financial stability and home ownership. Progress began when they stopped saying one day and started saying today. Today, I would check my credit. Today, I would create that budget. Today, I will attend counseling. Today, I would face the truth. I would take the first step, because transformation often starts with one intentional move. Not a giant leap, not a perfect plan, just one honest, disciplined decision. Somebody watching tonight has been putting it off. They've been putting off growth. You have been telling yourself you would get serious later. Later, you will read. Later, you will study. Later, you will improve your health. Later, you will sharpen your leadership. Later, you will repair your finances. Later, you will pursue your calling. But later has robbed a lot of people of their legacy. Intentionality says, do it now. Start where you are. Use what you have. Take the next step. Number 3, growth requires courage, not comfort. Let me say this plainly. Growth is uncomfortable. Why? Because growth will expose your weaknesses. It will discomfort. It will discomfort you. It will confront your habits. It will challenge your ego. It will focus you to admit what you do not know. Many people would rather protect their image than develop their potential. But if you're serious about growth, you must be willing to make mistakes. You must be willing to be a beginner again. You must be willing to look awkward while you're learning. It takes courage. Some people are stuck because they are comparing themselves to others. They see someone further ahead and think, I would never catch up. Others are stuck because their growth would be easier. They did not realize how much discipline, it would require. But where I want you to remember, everyone who is strong today has once been weak. Everyone who is skilled today was once untrained. Everyone who is confident today once had to push through insecurity. You do not have to be great to get started, but you do have to get started to become great. In chess, when you're learning, you lose pieces. You miss tactics. You overlook threats. But this is the part of becoming stronger. A person who refuses to play because their fear of losing would never learn how to play. The same is true in leadership. If you refuse to speak because you may stumble, you will never find your voice. If you refuse to stretch because you may fail, you would never know your capacity. If you refuse to grow because it is hard, you will remain limited by the addition of yourself. You were never meant to stay. Intentional growth requires courage, not comfort, not convenience. Courage. And number 4, intentional growth changes your future. This is the good news. The moment you become intentional, your direction changes. You may not change your whole life overnight, but you can change your direction overnight. And direction matters. When you choose intentional growth, you stop living by accident. You stop drifting. You stop depending on luck. You stop making excuses. You stop waiting for someone else to develop you. You take responsibility. That is powerful. A person with a personal growth mindset and a growth plan become dangerous in the best possible way. They become disciplined. They become aware. They become teachable. They become prepared. They become consistent. And over time, that compounds. A chapter a day. A lesson a week, it compounds. A conversation with a mentor compounds. A journal entry compounds. A better habit compounds. One intentional hour a day, it compounds. That's how leaders are built. Not in one dramatic movement, but in daily decisions. That is why the law of intentionality matters so much. It reminds us that growth is not an event, it is a lifestyle. It is not something you visit when convenient, it is something you commit to because your future depends on it. So tonight, let me ask you, where are you still growing by accident? Where have you been waiting too long? What area of your life needs real plan? Needs a real plan. Maybe it's in your leadership. Maybe it is in your finances. Maybe it's in your faith. Maybe it's in your communication. Maybe it's in your health. Admire growth. Pursue it. In closing, the law of intentionality teaches us that growth does not just happen. You must choose it. You must schedule it. You must protect it, and you must live it. You must live it out day by day. Because the person you're becoming tomorrow will be sharpened by what you do intentionally today. So do not wait for the perfect time. Don't wait for more confidence. Don't wait for more motivation. Start now. Grow on purpose. Lead on purpose. Live on purpose. And remember, a better future is not found by accident. It is built through intentionality. Thank you for joining me for another edition of Wednesday Wisdom Live. This is a message. If the message spoke to you, be sure to like, follow, subscribe, and turn the notification. And if you are ready for a better understanding of leadership strength and grow, comment leadership and we'll send you the link to the leadership assessment. Until next time, keep growing, keep leading, and keep living the laws and make your next move your best move.